Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 39, just one away from 40 of Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. I hope you guys are doing well, having a smashing day or night, whatever the case may be, and are ready to check out some more pillars with me. Didn't crash, it just went away there. We are about to talk. No, we talked to the statue, right? We know we have to go to Defiance Bay today, but we have a bit to try. Different quests. The Master Below, explore the endless paths. A powerful force still dwells within the ruins beneath the keep. Find the ruins beneath Caed Nua. Travel to Kolsh's hidden encampment. We're not going to do that. Travel with Adair to the records archive in Defiance Bay. Spend time traveling with Durance. Never far from the Queen. Go to the Temple of Wodica in Defiance Bay. So lots of awesome stuff to do. Encyclopedia. Beetles are not quite man-sized, but they strike a sufficiently intimidating form to frighten off most travelers. Wow, look at that. The alarmingly large insects never fail to impress and terrify visitors and reinforce the image of the Deerwood as a barely civilized backwater. The expanse of wilderness in and around Deerwood and Air Glonfoth gives beetles plenty of room to multiply. The most successful species of large beetle have evolved to not only camouflage themselves in the surrounding environment, but also to grow carapaces made out of common and hardy materials such as wood, stone, and adra. Whoa. Glonfothan tribes have been known to fashion crude shields and even weapons out of the limbs and shells of these beetles. Despite all appearances to the contrary, there's an underlying complexity to the common beetle. When they choose a material with which to develop their shell, they do so with a level of intention that borders on artistry. Wood beetles will often burrow intricate holes in their carapaces. By blowing air through these makeshift pipes, they play an eerie music to attract mates. Stone beetles fashion rudimentary tusks and horns that help them to defend themselves and to attack prey. The intricacies of adra beetles are, as of yet, not well understood, save that they are notoriously difficult to kill. Very cool. Then we've got Construct. Like animats, flesh constructs are created by animancers empowered by a captive soul. Unlike animats, they are not dependent on the will and loyalty of the bound soul. Flesh constructs, therefore, cannot be undone by doubt, but they are only capable of following simple instructions. They also tend to be shorter lived than animats, whereas the energy and faith in an animat's soul can sustain it for decades, even centuries. The soul bound to a flesh construct will gradually fade away from its physical form, and the body will eventually stop responding to the soul's energy. Opponents of animancy in general and soul constructs in particular see this as a soul's rejection of an improper body and as evidence that flesh constructs are an abomination. Even among the animancers, the creation of flesh constructs is controversial. Some see the process as a soul lobotomy and believe that a soul should be allowed to pass on to the next life rather than be used as a mindless fuel for a body. Earth blights. These amorphous clouds rapidly swirl with violent energy. Within the maelstrom, dozens of humanoid shapes materialize and vanish within an instant. Faces scream in silent agony, while hands desperately clutch and claw at the air around the mass. Biowax, spirit winds, as these storms are known, often create blights. If souls are ripped free of bodies and caught in the center of the storm, they may become stuck together and bonded with any other elemental substances in the maelstrom. They are pure chaos and confusion, and destroying them is considered a mercy to the souls trapped within. Experimenting with blight creation is yet another questionable activity that has earned animancers a bad reputation in many circles. Some see it as dangerous and inhumane, others as a means to an end. The creation of blights is an accusation many fearful kith level at animancers. And we face some earth blights. And then there was a flame blight. Oh, just a different picture. Goal. It is generally understood that ghouls retain enough cunning to make dangerous hunters and adversaries, but not enough to be concerned about their rapid deterioration. Like Darghols, they are drawn to secluded environments, though some gravitate towards cemeteries in search of readily available flesh. The meat of dead kith satisfies some of a ghoul's hunger, but it does little to sate their need for soul essence. Inhabiting a graveyard may actually hasten a ghoul's decay, as it reduces their incentive to seek out living sources of food. Wow, look at all this stuff we were fighting. A lurker. Oh, that's right, we did fight a lurker. Lurkers are actually comprised of a colony of several different species of parasitic, carnivorous plants and fungi working together to hunt common prey. As a whole, they stand nearly 10 feet tall in a vaguely anthropomorphic body comprised of vines, leaves, roots, and earth. The coexistence of so many separate organisms can make them hard to eradicate, and it is usually best to sever the parts that enable locomotion or to simply light the entire colony on fire. While the means by which lurkers form remains a bit of a mystery, some speculate that they form when certain species of flesh-eating plants come together on a common host, such as the hollowed victims of dank spores, and achieve locomotion once sufficiently strong. This theory is supported by the fact that many lurkers, when cut open, contain bones and other remains riddled with roots and spores. Lurkers are notorious for hiding in plain sight, often waiting motionless amongst the trees and underbrush to ambush their prey. They appear to hold a rudimentary intelligence and are at least sophisticated enough to store food. It is not uncommon to see several unconscious victims tangled in a lurker's vines being saved for a later feeding. Yikes. And we know about the ooze. We know about shadows. Although there is, skeletons. No longer require flesh or essence, but their drive to kill has been instilled over many stages of progressive decay. As a result, they will attack anything that approaches them, but won't attempt to consume it after it is slain. The essence that animates them is energy at its most basic level, as the skeleton has lost all measure of will, intelligence, or personality. If not killed, a skeleton may eventually grind itself into bone dust, or its essence may finally evaporate into the ether. Skeletal savants are the remains of warriors, wizards, and other adventurous types. They are similar in overall properties to other skeletons, but they are more capable in combat and often retain rudimentary skills from their adventuring lives. So that's interesting. The wizard types and stuff are not really intelligent or willful or anything like that. Death guards are an aberrant form of these skeletons, as they are skilled, powerful, and intelligent. Okay, so that's death guards. When vampires wish to avoid the gradual decay associated with their condition, they can engage in a risky, expensive, and extremely painful process that separates the tissues from bone and leaves a perfectly aware skeleton. In this case, essence does not decay in the flesh, and it instead resides in bone, a much hardier substance. Since the newly created Death Guard requires virtually nothing to survive and will not naturally decay further, it can live until it is killed. And we met a Death Guard in Avowed. Very interesting. Skeletal Wizard. Scolder we know about. Spider we know about. Although there's new ones. Spider Queen. That thing was nasty. Level 6. If you didn't see that fight, guys, I suggest going back a video or two and checking it out. I think it might have been last video. Widowmaker Spiderling. But, yeah. And then come back to this one if you like. Spores. Oh, dang spores. These giant mushrooms stand nearly as tall as adult almua, and are topped by a broad and colorful cap. Their enormous weight is only held upright by the dozens of roots surrounding their base. Dank spores are unique compared to other forms of fungi. In their appetite for the souls of living creatures, they often grow and move in groups along the forest floor, searching for weakened or exhausted travelers who are unable to fight back. Once they find a host, they bind to it and supply it with the basic nutrients required to keep it alive while they absorb its essence. Dank spores are extremely hostile once they find a host and will attack anything that gets close to their meal with their poisonous barbed roots. Dank spores feed on the most corrupt and splintered energy of a soul first, continuing until the host is nothing but a soulless husk. This makes dank spores flesh useful to experienced apothecaries as a cleansing agent in soul purification medicines and techniques. Improperly applied, however, this treatment can lead to amnesia and, in extreme cases, soul fracturing. And sporelings are the larval form of dank spores. While more mobile and agile than their mature counterparts, these humanoid-shaped creatures are also far weaker. They spawn from the dank spores and use their height and mobility to seek nourishment. Like dank spores, sporelings feed off of both decaying organic matter and soul essence, and they must bulk up on a sufficient amount of both before maturing into dank spores themselves. Oh, then we've got a troll. Wait, we read about trolls. A wicked. Upon the onset of Widewind's legacy, desperate families turned to animancers for help. Transferring a lost soul into a living body was out of the question for most, since almost all such transplants result in an immediate awakening of the transplanted soul. The soul would regain the memories of a previous life rather than that of the recently born child. Animancers were pressed to come up with a quick solution, though they cautioned against such haste. If an animal soul were put into a soulless child's body, the child might gain awareness, instinct, and volition. It was suggested that, as animal souls possess less individual personality and memory than kith souls, the children might be able to grow into their new soul over time and imprint over the weaker animal spirit, thus developing into healthy children. Transplants were quickly performed throughout the Dyrwood, and tens of thousands of afflicted children underwent the process. Oh no. These children did seem to regain awareness and volition, and for a time the saved children were believed to be cured. As they aged, however, it became clear that the saved were not like other children. They held little understanding or concern for social norms and often behaved strangely. Upon reaching adolescence, these differences began to manifest in physical changes of an entirely different kind from their maturing peers. The children began to turn into wicks. The first of these was an Orlan adolescent. Having come of age, she sprouted bestial fangs and acquired a feral appetite. Though her family attempted to hide her condition, she eventually butchered them in their beds and escaped into the wilderness. Other saved children soon followed, and vast numbers of broken families were forced to witness their children transforming into ravening beasts. Oh my gosh. Wicked. We've defeated 27 of them. Then there's the wisps we know about, I think. Wolf and Zorb, so... Alright, very cool. Let's see, what do we want to do then? Do we want to head down and find the dungeon? I think, what about that electricity door that's problematic? Kana wants to talk. Let's talk to Kana.
I confess, I was hoping our meeting with Mayorwald would go a little differently. But then, you have gained an entire keep. I don't think I've seen anyone inherit land that quickly since Caed the Younger read her father's will.
I wish I could have gotten through to him. He was far gone, but don't worry. The past is there that we might learn from it. I'm sure we'll find more answers in Defiance Bay.
It will give you a base from which to go searching at least. And then, there are secrets beneath the keep yet. With you at the helm, it should be easier to explore the endless paths.
He grins eagerly. True. We're all leveled up, right? Okay, so... Endless paths. I can't wait to go to Defiance Bay. Oh my gosh, that's going to be awesome. The brazier's chains are rigid with rust. Oh, Should we talk to the steward again?
It is good to see you here. I can feel a change in the air already. There is much to do. Is there anything I can do to help?
What is the state of the keep? Where to begin? Let's see here. Okay, we've got 3 prestige, 2 security, 2,300 gold. Nothing new to report. Eastern Barbican construction completed. Bright Hollow restoration started. Let's build the barracks. Oh, we have to strip Shunnn. Did we do that yet? Oh, we can do this anytime from, yes, we did do that from this menu. Good, and that's party management, so just
say the word.
There we go, bong bong. But we've got all this gear to dish out. I did take her weapons. Even if we just stash them for now. Cape of withdrawal, disengagement, defense bonus, plus 15. And then we've got a ring of deflection, plus 5. Let's see, deflection 67, 42, 40, 52, 26, 46. I think it's more important on our little Orlan paladin. It's being suppressed because she already has, a cape of deflection. Then I guess next up would be me. But I've got a ring of overseeing and Gon's pledge, which plus 15 endurance, 2 per rest, speed fast. Gon's pledge, gone. Let's give that to someone else. I'll put this on and get my deflection up to... deflection did not go up either. I already have a cape then of deflection, don't I? I indeed do. Alright, so... Adair has no rings, but can he wear a ring of deflection? It takes him to 72. Yes, he can. He at least needs it, though. But okay. Then we have a ring of protection, 4 to 5 reflex will, plus 5. I say maybe give it to Paschal, our other defender. And she gets plus 5 to all of them. Yep, very nice. And then we've got fine sword, fine robe, the fine arbalest, and the fine club. Now, if we compare that fine arbalest to an arquebus, the arquebus is extremely slow. The fine arbalest has a strong interrupt, has 2 meters more range. It's only very slow. It's fine. Oh, this has 6 DR bypass, and it's veil piercing. Matchlock firearms of high power and fair accuracy. Arquebuses are prized for their ability to penetrate wizards' arcane veils, whereas arbalests are heavy crossbows with exceptionally high power. They must be hand cranked before loading, so they have a slow rate of fire. They don't pierce the vials or the veils. Their crits can inflict prone, which is pretty cool. So let's enchant let's see if we can enchant the arquebus. We can make it accurate. Oh my. Slaying Kith. Wow, it's going to take all our money. That's what Moonstones. Wow. Barrett Spell. Vessel Flesh. Oh my gosh. Plus, instead we can also get corrosive and burn damage. Make it accurate. Plus 4 accuracy. There's not many weapons left to really enchant, though. I mean, I guess there is, but we have to check out Merwald's Grimoire as well. Let's check out the Grimoire and see what we can learn. Okay, he has Fireball. Exposed vulnerabilities, Arcane Dampener. But in level 2, do we want to learn Corrosive Siphon? Drains 56 corrode damages endurance over 13 seconds. It's a lot of damage. But I don't think I would use that spell much when I can use Necrotic Lance. I don't have a... Or I could use, like, Jolting... Well, that's a touch spell. Minoleta's Minor Missiles. Let's learn Corrosive Siphon. 200 copper, boom, boom. And we'll put Corrosive Siphon, Fetid Caress, and that. But do we learn Bulwark of the Elements? Creates a mystical shield around the caster, suffusing them with bonuses to burn, freeze, corrode, and shock damage reduction. All four, plus 15 damage reduction for 78 seconds. And then level 1, there's that Thrust of Tattered Veils. It's a quick strike of crushing force, dealing little damage, but having a high chance to disrupt enemy spellcasters. Which, okay, that's probably worth learning too. Spirit Shield on caster. Chill Fog. Cause a blindingly white icy fog into existence, inflicting blindness and freeze damage over time to any in the area of effect. That's pretty cool too. The area of effect is 3.57, so not terrible. 20 seconds, only 13 to 19 freeze. Blind for 4 seconds. But that could potentially come into play if I'd use a slick in there. Well, sometimes I would use like a Chill Fog. So let's learn Chill Fog as well. And we're not going to use this book, but we'll put also Daze minus 10 will. We'll also put Minor Missiles in there. I don't think I'm going to learn those necessarily right now. Level 2, we have Corrosive Siphon. What's the range on that? 5 meters. 1.78 radius, Fetid Caress, and Curse of Blackened Sight. And then we have Fireball, Expose Vulnerabilities, and Arcane Dampener, the spells we just learned. So that's that Grimoire. But let's go to the Grimoire he's currently using. We could still learn Crackling Bolt. Fleet Feet, Slicken, Jolting Touch, range of 2-meter jump. He has to get close for that. Put Chill Fog there. This will be my main book, I think. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Slicken, Fog, Missiles, Siphon, Caress, Paralyze, Necrotic Lance, Curse of Blackened Sight, Fireball, Arcane Dampener, Expose. Now what about Cracking Bolt? 32 to 55. Bounces up to 3 times. It hits everybody though in the area. It's a little dangerous. So I guess we can stash Merewalds because I don't really want to learn any of these right at the moment. Put it in the stash. We have stuff to sell from the stash. Put the Fine Spear in the stash. The Frog Helm. Who's wearing a frog helm? I think Akana's got a turban. We'll stash the frog helm, I guess. We've got a Cape of Disengagement Defense. Reflex and healing bonus. Kana doesn't have anything. Aloth has disengagement bonus. I guess that to Kana. I mean, did I say Kana? I meant Aloth has disengagement bonus. We'll give that to Kana, the disengagement bonus. Give him his third set of weapons. He has that stiletto, which is really nice. Arquebus. Fine robe. He's got a brigandine. I bet that affects his shooting times as well. Maybe a fine robe would be better. Of Constitution +1 and fine. Can't proof it yet though. Let's give him this, I think. It's going to lower his defense a lot, but yeah, damage reduction goes way down, but hopefully he's not going to be attacked much. The fine sword. We'll just stash away. She's using the Whispers of Yenwood. Stash away the fine sword. Fine club. Stash it away. And the fine arbalest. He's got a pistol. She's got a Morning Star for crush damage. This is slash pierce. For crush, it's just a basic Morning Star. And I've got a crossbow. Maybe I could use the fine arbalest. We'll give it a shot. Crossbow's not fine, right? Is it? No. Stash the crossbow. Now Kana needs more stuff up in his quick items. Give him the potions of Wizard's Double. Potion of Power. Attack speed, max endurance. He's got Iron Skin. Not the person I really want with the power potions. There's Iron Skin. Kana can use scrolls, so let's give him the Iron Skin and give Kana scrolls of Minor Restore. He shouldn't have the traps. I guess I should at this point, unless I stash him. He's got Ripple Sponge and Sveth. We've got some food. We've got some stuff to read. And 2 potions of power, which I want to give Pashel. Keep the Goldratt Chew. Well, there's no point in breaking them up, right? Just have one character carry them all, but I mean, 5 is the highest for a stack there. I mean, everybody can still use them. He's got the Spellwright's Tome. Neutrana's Grimoire. Do we head to Defiance Bay now? Is that where we're headed next? Let's put that up there. Everything else looks good. The ales, let's give them to her. For what ails you. Kurogalan. Alright. Let's check out our stash. Got a Grimoire in there. Aloth's Grimoire. We can probably set this up actually to be his best Grimoire. Let's see. Sunless Grasp, we'll put in Chill Fog. Dazzling Lights, we'll put in Slicken. Blackened Sight, Corrosive Siphon, Necrotic Lance, Fetid Caress, and there we go. That's his best one right now. keep these around just for if we want to learn some of those spells eventually. Alright, check the stash again. Find Warhammer's pretty cool. Find scale armor. Find brigandine. Find robe. Find leather armor. Helmets and a cloak of protection. Let's give that to Kana. And keys as well. Ah. And the cloak of disengagement we'll throw into there. We're very engaged with the game. Can we stack those? No. Let's see. Did everything then? Let's quick save and let's
I'll take a peek.
sit down to the endless paths again and see if we can find the endless paths. We haven't been there yet, actually. We'll give this a shot. Let's look at formation. Looks good. This is down here. Alright. This door down here. Oh, it looks like it's not covered by electricity anymore. I don't hear it.
Laying low.
This is new then.
Here we are. To think we are so close. Beneath our very feet lie the endless paths built by Od Nua, the great Engwithan king.
Oh.
Well, up here this is all Adiran, of course. But should we descend far enough, we will find some real history.
Kana pauses.
To uncover that great king's tomb would be a dream. But it is one of his servants I am after. Gabranos, a powerful mage and a dedicated scholar. A keeper of lore, just as I mean to be.
Cool.
He was in possession of the Tanvi Oratoa, or whatever form of it preceded the one we know. I've seen it in ruins, alongside Gabranos' name. Scraps of the same symbols and verses we know in Rauatai. He must have held the words in high regard. Or perhaps he was even the author.
Why does this book matter so much? Rauatai faces troubled times. Once we were a unified people, but that's changing, and the Tanvi Oratoa is at the heart of that. There are those who say we haven't held to its instruction, that we've allowed ourselves to grow weak and polluted our traditions by welcoming foreigners, rather than laying our claim to the lands around us, that we must hold to these traditions if we are to make of ourselves a nation to be feared. My brothers would have it so, but we don't need to isolate ourselves to make Rauatai great. I know there's more to the chant. It wasn't created out of sand and water 1,000 years ago, but brought to Rauatai by the Engwithans, by a people that knew the value of alliances and shared their knowledge with us. And with that knowledge, we made Rauatai what it is today. If I can find the original, I can prove it. They'll know that the chant is far older than we believed, that the Engwithans favored peace and the trade of knowledge. If we follow in their footsteps, we can make a kingdom just as grand and lasting as theirs. Averting conflict is a noble ambition. And a lofty one, I know. Kana grins. I'm glad you feel the same. I feel it's the better course for Rauatai. We're a people of many races, and we've always stood together. I feel we are destined for greatness. I know it must seem strange to an outsider. I wish I had the Keeper here to sing the chant for you. It is different when you've grown up with these words. Do honor by your name, for your time upon the world is short, and where names are easily forgotten, deeds are not. That one's easy enough, but there are many verses and many interpretations. I would keep to the one that leads us into greatness rather than into war. We're already viewed with suspicion abroad. At the very least, trade goes better when you don't sink all the ships, right? You sound very impressed by this, Gabranos. They say he held power over the elements, Kana coughs, but I'm more interested in his writing. He was a prolific author. I haven't been able to translate everything, but I've seen enough to know that he traveled far and wide. If only we could have met him, what wisdom he could share. But we can follow his example and strive to learn from those around us, improve upon it. He does sound impressive. It'll seem arrogant now that I've sung his praises, but reading that text, it felt like I was looking through a mirror at some past version of myself. Kana laughs. Ridiculous, isn't it? In any case, I'm no master of the elements. Are you always this excitable? We're on the verge of a great discovery. I wonder at your restraint. Let's start looking then.
If my sources are correct, Gabranos will have brought the text with him. It will probably be within a library, or a tomb perhaps. It tends to be one of the two. Let's be off.
780 XP. Time and Tide. Explore the endless past with
I'll take a peek.
Caed Nua. Ah, pile of skulls. Ooh, a ring, a jasper, and a ring of minor protection. Nice. Take that. Let's see who we could put it on. Maybe Kana, because he's got just a robe. Oh, it's suppressed on him. Aloth, would it be good on Aloth? Yeah, it would. That works. So we're at the endless paths here if we go this direction. Let's go, son. Check it out a little bit. Oh, we're in combat? Whoa, a worm. Go ahead and attack that one. Go ahead and attack that one. In stag form.
Hey. Hey.
Like that one.
Following your lead.
Kana, Arquebus. Shoot the Zara Priest.
Yes?
Aloth, throw an arcane smattering. That is the proper turn for it, an arcane smattering. Throw another one. Zorp Skirmisher is pretty tough. Who's this? Pashel, go attack that one. I'll move up and attack the priest. Boom, just got shot. And then everybody come attack. We don't have any camping supplies, so this is not the greatest idea. Ah, here comes a Zorp Skirmisher. Knock him down. Oh, he's got Defender. Let's adapt that. And also knock him down. Oh, he absorbed it. Feisty little Zarb.
Kinda stuck over here.
Got him. Oh, we're gonna get some worm stuff. We got a worm wing. Even at their youngest, dragons are dangerous creatures. This is the wing from a worm, already impressive in its span. That means
Sure.
a lot, plus Zorb tongues. This crooked effigy has been cobbled together with logs, scaled hides, and bones. A human skull adorns the top.
I'll take a peek.
Very cool. We'll at least fight a little bit until we get winded. And then from there, we'll head back. That was quick. 36 kind of hit for. Oh dear. Another worm. They're still pretty tough, even with everybody surrounding it. Oh, I meant to switch to my stag form. There we go.
Sure.
Another worm wing.
Following your lead.
I can't get my
Sure.
voice as deep as
Let's
his.
see what lies this way.
Another enemy. Ooh, a secret. There. He's got those two surrounded. Oh. Worms firing away. 3 of them. Oh my gosh. Daze them.
Yes?
Pasho, attack there.
Hi?
Allah, give them a smattering. Actually, Allah, throw a fireball, maybe. Back there. I
Hey there.
will come up and attack. Nice. I don't know how much damage it did. It injured them. Allah. Slow their attack rate. Throw a blizzard in there. Perfect. Dang, a Zorp champion. These guys are tough. Knock down the Zorp champion. Oh, he's not even hurt yet.
Hey there.
I'll switch into stag mode.
Following your
Can
lead.
you shoot?
I'm stuck over. Hey there.
Durance. Let's see. Are they dazed at all? Dazed for a little bit. Let's daze them some more. And still doubt. I didn't know it was such a close spell. Oh my gosh. Alright, Tyrants, get back. Oh my gosh, we're getting rocked.
Hey.
Adair knocked down the champion.
Yes?
Are we fighting here?
How may I help?
Allah, throw a smattering at them. How are we not able to kill them? Throw another smattering at them. There we go. Now everybody attack here. There we go. Now everybody. Ooh, we took down a worm. Take down the worm.
How may I
Allah,
help?
level 2 spell. Level 1 spell. Chill fog. There we go. Nice, son.
What?
Everybody go attack that one. Adair's in the chill fog. Our weapons are ineffective or something. I had to turn that off, by the way. There we go. Took down the Zorp champion and the worm. Bong bong. Mashallah, son. That was crazy. Very fun. It's quick save. That awesome win. It's a lot of worm wings and stuff. Let me turn off, because weapons are often ineffective and I don't do anything about it. Auto pause. Weapon ineffective. We'll still keep extraordinary defense. I know there's a slow instead of a stop, but oh well. Ooh, to Peridot. Peridot. Found almost exclusively in a pale green color, Peridot is a glassy stone that is easy to find but difficult to find in specimens of gem-worthy quality. To Bloodstone, all the moonstones we can carry. Wormwing, tongue. And a bunch of stuff for the stash to sell. These cracked eggshells are leathery but brittle. Most of them have been trampled into a fine dust, stamped with tiny clawed footprints.
Sure.
More Zarb stuff, more Peridot. Alright.
Let's see what lies this way.
Here's your book. 10 silver fittings. Wizard double. We'll give to, I think Kana had them. That was crazy though. All those worms. We found this secret over here, which is curled against the inside of this broken shell is a tiny white shape. Only when a tiny toothed maw opens to let out a frightened squeak is it clear that this is a small worm recently hatched. Pick it up. Small worm added to inventory, no kidding. A little dragon, sorry kitty. We're gonna have to let the dragon come out and play. That is awesome.
Easy does it.
That was the secret there that we discovered. We're not very healthy.
Isn't this something?
Pile of skulls and stuff. Ooh, a camping supply, a fine club. We can now camp at least. Let's see. Does everybody have their modal stuff
Following
on?
your lead.
How may I help?
Yeah.
Hey there.
Alright, so I wanted to probably camp. Use that camping supply. I wanted to talk to Durance though. And see what he's rambling about these days. 47 minutes, guys. We gotta save it. Want to thank you for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed. Especially picking up the little worm, little dragon. But stay tuned for more, because more is definitely going to come. We're in the endless paths, I guess. And we're going to keep exploring them a bit and see what comes of it. So, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe. Before heading out, it greatly helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. Also, if you want to really help the channel, you can become a member. Details are in the description, along with my Patreon links. The links for all that and stuff, so feel free to check that out. And do join me next time, guys. 39 episodes in, but still so much to go, and still really feeling like playing a whole lot more. Who knows, maybe this will be one of the first games we finish, God willing, in a bit. Although I did just finish The Curse of Feldar Vale on the channel. In real time, I mean, recording these. By the time you see this, that's going to be long completed. It's going to be ages ago, but yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Until then, be well, live well, stay well. Much love, peace, and joy. Don't go anywhere. Just starting to get juicy in the endless paths. Should be fun. Ciao for now, guys. Peace.